up for Mr. Liam Gibler. Gosh, I don't want to turn around because I just want you to clap for me forever because I need it. It's also real pretty up here. I think this is what, whenever I hear about comedians who smoke before they go on stage, I could never do it. I can't handle weed at all. I've had weed maybe twice in the last 8 months because I think me as a stone comedian would walk up and be like, this is pretty. And you all guys would be like, what the fuck? What are we watching? This. I know based on my energy, I always seem like I'm on a combination of Adderall and cocaine. But honestly, this is as sober as it could possibly be because me on anything is the wildest, most psychedelic experience for everyone but me. Like, if I came up here on anything, you guys would be like, where's the dog bird guy? Flew away. I want you guys to really quickly give a big hand for Cam for hosting us, everybody. Cam is a rapper. Ow. Yeah, like all AI line cook people. Yeah. What I love about me, Cam, and Micah coming up here together, it's like with all three of us, we were able to morph into a single being. We would almost have the confidence to believe maybe one day we could be in the NBA. You know? Micah's got the intelligence, Cam has the confidence, I have the wired unpredictability. I think it would do great in personal fouls. It's a really fun thing for me to follow Micah. I got to follow him at Don't Tell Again, which is very exciting, because he is so much smarter than me. He is so smart. He is so smart. It's not an act. He's a really smart guy. Micah is so much smarter than me. He talks about things like white nationalism. I searched boobs like twice. Mentally, I feel like I'm like, if we're the same species, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just keep moving. I like hearing about people's different jobs and all that. Like, it's fun for me to hear about Cam working as a line cook, because I almost worked as a line cook. For 3 days, and he doesn't know this, I didn't realize I was working in a Christian summer camp, which is a surprise when you find Jesus there. I showed up to this camp, and they were doing like religious stuff. I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. But then my phone died, and then when you lose your ability to contact the outside world, and all you're doing is cooking and hearing stuff about God, eventually you start to feel like you're in a cult. And so it's a disorienting feeling because it's like, yeah, man, there's a lot of peace and love and all that stuff. It's really hot in here. And it's like, I just want to be with the good people. I want to be in the good part of the cult, And you're like, well, when do I get to suck off leader? Is there any way for me to work my way up? I don't like being in the kitchen. I think I would be great for cults. I think I would be the perfect person to indoctrinate if anyone's looking here. I love validation so much. I would be an amazing Scientologist. You ask me any question, my answer changes based on if I want you to like me. It's not, do I believe in aliens? It's, do you want me to believe in aliens for you? Because I will. I'll pray to Tom Cruise. He's pretty good. I've seen Tom. Actually, that's a good point. I haven't seen Tom Cruise, but also people haven't seen the other God people. No one's seen Jesus, the Buddha, who's alive today. And at least we have movies of Tom Cruise. He's doing impossible things. He's doing miracles. He's saved the world like 8 times or whatever. That would be good to be in a cult because I would have many friends. I think it would be cool. I'd be able to connect with everybody. I had a friend say about me that I require validation so much that if I was swimming and someone said I was bad at swimming, I would drown. Yeah. It's a rough thing to hear. Rougher to believe. Because I know looking at me, I kind of just look like a Mormon with parent problems. And it's true. It's not true. That's the first lie of many that I'm going to tell you over the course of this. I will tell you 3 true things. I was a preschool teacher, I was a salesman, and I was a journalist. All these 3 things are who I am. It's who I was. I don't quite know who I am at the moment, but we're in between those 3 things. I really loved it. I loved being a preschool teacher. Do you guys have kids in the crowd?
No.
At least one of you doesn't. How old are your kids? Like, just yell it out if you have children.
5.
5, 6,
25.
25.
42.
Are they kids at that point? Were they more like adult tents? When I was a preschool teacher, that's obviously like 4 and 5-year-olds. That's my favorite group to teach. It's my favorite age bracket because they see everybody as a friend. We're all just varying degrees of tall friend to them. And this is very true, it's sweet, and it's adorable. I would have preschoolers while I worked there try to invite me on play dates. Yeah, that's so sweet. And it's so hard to break it to them that I cannot afford the gas right now. I don't have real or pretend money. I would have people ask me why I did it the same way. Are there any teachers? Let me actually do that first. You're trying to teach?
I used to teach.
What age did you teach?
Well, no, I was an esthetician teacher.
So that's college. Esthetician. What is an esthetician?
Facials, waxing.
Facials, waxing.
Yeah, Christine was my client.
Oh! Way to out her. What happened to HIPAA?
It's on medical.
I don't know if it's not medical. I didn't know what it was.
It's okay, a lot of people don't know.
A lot of people don't. Well, we all know now. Steve, I wonder why you look so pretty. What is? So you taught people how to remove stuff from people's faces.
I did.
You're like, hey, you gotta take that part off.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that like a long school, or is that something that you?
It's based on minutes, yeah. Depending on which state you're in.
Minutes?
Minutes
I've never been to school for minutes.
Well, in Oregon, it used to be 2,300 hours
Okay.
for cosmetology.
Hours is easier for my head.
Sorry.
I know I dropped out of community college, but let's not be mean. It only takes minutes to know how to pull hair off someone's face. That's pretty easy.
Well, it's hair and everything.
Well, hair and everything too?
So cutting hair, cutting
Oh, okay, you do
the whole thing.
It's not just the removal.
Not just the removal. Esthetician, yes.
You're an esthetician though, right?
I'm a cosmetologist.
What the fuck?
I taught aesthetics, so.
I'm not gonna lie to you and pretend that the first thing I heard before my brain corrected itself was you taught athletics. Okay, yes.
If only.
All right. Well, point is, we all learned something except me. And never have I been more tempted in my life to ask someone to give an example of something. You're like, could you remove his beard?
That would probably hurt really.
Yeah. Take a few minutes.
Yeah.
Well, give a round of applause for estheticians. Ooh, that's it. I taught children, like 4 and 5 years old. They also were very interested in removing parts of themselves, mostly boogers, but that's not pretty. I had people would often say, like, why do you teach when it doesn't make a ton of money, especially like those age groups. And I would always kind of say the same thing about how like uplifting and cool it is to see them grow and like learn and be their own like human beings. But before I could say that, I had a friend say, "Do you meet a lot of hot moms?" It's like, why would I want another mom? I'm still roommates with my current one. Yeah, look at my mom. Somehow she is still less excited than you. But yes, still have a very good relationship with my mother. I've been trying to build on my relationship with my father. I'm very family oriented. I'm half Hispanic, and it's really important, the culture there. So it was recently my dad's 61st birthday. So I went over to his place, which is right next to my room. Because I also live with my dad and his wife. My mom. I would say I have a very positive relationship with my parents. Do you guys have a positive relationship with your parents? Yeah, that's great. Most performers, it's weird for me because most performers hate their parents. And mine dropped me off. It's not as much of an option. I did find out something recently that really bothered me, though, which is that subconsciously we look for qualities of our parents and the people we choose to date. Yeah, it was a problem for me because I noticed it immediately in my own life. Like every woman I date is a 61-year-old Mexican man. Which is a weird coincidence, because my dad's that too. Yeah. I never really want to sound pessimistic about dating in bed, and you shouldn't either. You're going to find someone. You just need to maybe see an esthetician first. Or a cosmologist? What's a cosmologist? That's an astronaut? Oh, shit! Okay. If I was high and came up here and we were talking about the cosmos, this would be a different show. You think I ever would have left Tom Cruise? No, yeah. Okay. I didn't want to sound pessimistic about dating in Ben because I really enjoyed dating in Ben. Like, every time a woman invites me back to her place, I know it's probably parked nearby. Bend is the only place I've ever lived where saying, "Get in the van," is more sexy than dangerous. Especially if she has candy, because it's weed candy. We're gonna have fun in that van. I've had some weird experiences with dating first. I was single for a long time. I've been in a newer relationship the last few months. But when I was on the prowl, it's just me and him at the bar. When we passed each other, I'd be like, "What's your name?" Jason. That's my dad's name too, Cam. Alright, this is gonna be weirder because you're my father, so we'll keep going. I'd walk past my dad and be like, "You get any?" And he'd be like, "Nah, man." Trying around the other side of the water barrel. And I walk around. We're in Cracker Barrel trying to pick people up? I don't know. But it wasn't working for either of us. I ran into an acquaintance of mine at a bar. I was like, ooh, you get excited when you see someone pretty, but it's very stressful. I was like, okay, I got my in, I have a mutual friend, I'm gonna walk over and say hi, and I should not have. It was a mistake. They always say stuff like, the worst she can say is no. Or like, hey, sometimes you gotta strike out. I did not know how drunk her and her friend were. As I walked up, her friend jumped on her back, and she fell fist first into my penis. The worst she can say is no. I didn't mean to hit you in the penis. I'm on the floor like in agony, like, what the fuck? Because it's already stressful to walk up and try to talk to someone you're interested in. It's another thing to be fully assaulted by accident in public space. I'm like, Jason, where are you? He couldn't help me. He was on the ground himself. It was this really weird experience where, like, because it doesn't change the fact that I was into her. So I'm trying to reassure her about hitting me in my privates. I'm like, it's okay, no, it's fine, you know? I'm trying to say it's all right. But she's wasted. And I wouldn't have gone over if she was wasted because she's not making any sense. Us, as normal people, know that if we accidentally hurt somebody, all we have to do is say, I'm sorry. Maybe because we're at a bar, we can offer to buy him a drink. She is so drunk that her only solution to the problem is for me to punch her in the vagina. I have a crying drunk girl loudly asking me to punch her in the vagina. And I don't want to do that. In public. So I'm like, no. But it was hard because I'm such a romantic. You know? Every time I meet someone that beautiful, I start imagining how I'm going to tell our kids that we met one day. Like I saw her over in the crowded bar, I walked over, I said hey, and she said, punch me in the vagina, punch me in the vagina! And then you were born. I don't want to sound pessimistic about dating, but maybe we should be, Jason. Are you guys happy in LA? That's a loaded question. You're all with your partners, sorry. I'll ask you privately one by one as you exit. Are you actually happy or do you need an escape? Are you actually happy or do you need an escape? You know? Like Micah said, they don't change. Or maybe they do. I will tell you that I haven't been sleeping very well recently. So I was talking to my landlord, who happens to be my mother. And she recommended that I start taking melatonin. She had a supplement called Rest PM. And I started taking it every night, and it was making a big difference in my life. I was able to sleep better, I was able to feel better. But then I got this weird call from my mom about 2 weeks in. She said, why haven't you been taking the melatonin I bought you? I was like, what do you mean? I take it every night. I take Rest PM. And she said, Liam, have you been stealing my post-menopause medication? I was like, yeah. But I feel great. I felt really good taking post-menopause medication. It was a weird feeling to be like, I guess my body was done having periods. I don't understand. I was getting compliments, people were like, you're glowing. This is true. For 2 weeks, I accidentally took my mom's estrogen supplement. Yes. You learn some things. I feel like I got to know my friends deeper. At the time, I was dating a woman who was a little bit more conservative. So she would say things to me like, be a man. While my body was like, you've never been more like a woman. I did keep breaking male courtesies with her by accident. There are these like unspoken rules of dating if you're in a heterosexual relationship. All the men here know. One of them is that you always walk on the dangerous side. Even when it's dangerous there. It's my least favorite time to do it. And I had forgotten this rule. But she remembered because she's a little bit more traditional than me. And she noticed I was walking on the wrong side. And she said, what kind of a man are you? And she pushed me. And I fell. I fully fell into the bush. Because thankfully, I was on the safe side. It would have been bad if I was on the dangerous side, but I was protected and learned nothing. We did have a bit of an age gap, which was interesting for me. She was 30 at the time dating me, I was 22. So it'd be weird for me when she'd say things like, be a man at 30, because I'd have to say things at 22, like, don't be a sexual predator. It was weird to realize. I think dating me is a lot like playing pickleball. It's mostly for older women. Wow, some claps on that. Potential suitors, potential, no, they're not saying this. Yeah. I have had some interesting kind of anniversaries happening recently. We're coming up on 1 year. Like I said, I've worked 3 jobs since that's not true, it's been 2 years now, that's crazy. Since I stopped being a journalist, I was a reporter for a while in town. I was not a reporter in the sense that I would deliver the news. I was a reporter in the sense that I would write the fluff. I was nicknamed the puppy baby ice cream reporter because I reported on puppies, babies, and occasionally sweet treats. I did all of like the feel-good stories at the end of the news, and I loved it. But sometimes people would call out, and if enough people called out, I would have to do the serious news, the real news. To make this as clear as possible for you, what my job was, if a baby was born on like a magic number, like 1111, I would write a story saying, magical baby born on 1111. That was my job. There were other reporters. There were crime reporters. There were real reporters, even in Bend. I don't know how many of them got sick or called out for this to happen, but the puppy baby ice cream reporter on a Tuesday interviewed the Secretary of the Interior of the United States of America. They are different jobs. I do not have the equipment. I do not have the understanding to do something like that. That's so serious. I hold dogs. I pet dogs, and I'm like, this is a cute dog. You want to adopt this dog? I can't do that with the secretary. I can't call her a good girl. I can't do it. It doesn't work. So I go in completely unprepared, and it's such a high-stakes situation that I'm only allowed to ask one question. I've been hired to ask about the $500 million allocated to wildfire prevention. That's my whole job. And I show up, and I'm nervous. I'm going to do what I was hired to do. I'm going to pet that dog. Pet that dog, all right? But I show up, and it's nerve-wracking to meet someone who's 11th in line to be president, because that is sort of like a tough, like powerful position. Like, she could just fucking kill me, Like, I don't know how, they just get away with it. I don't know. They just say bomb threat and you die. I'm scared. I was scared to interview this lady. And so I walked up, and maybe it is my fault that I fucked it up, but I don't think we should blame me given you're all on my side. We've known each other long enough. On air, I asked the Secretary of the Interior of the United States of America about the $500 million allocated to wildlife prevention. I didn't say wildfire prevention. I said wildlife prevention. The job of the secretary is to protect nature and wildlife. She is the first Native American woman to ever hold the position. In a move that they said was both combining the historic Americas with the modern Americas, I asked the Secretary of the Interior of the United States of America about the money allocated to wildlife prevention, and she laughed at me. so scary when someone has that kind of resources to prevent wildlife. My name is Gibler. Thank you all very much.